Hi, I'm Zrekan and this is Zrekan Reviews. Today I'm looking at I Am Setsuna. I Am Setsuna is a JRPG very much in the vein of the games of yesteryear. And I want to start off by talking about its story. Have you ever played Final Fantasy X? Well, you already know a lot about this story. I Am Setsuna borrows heavily from Final Fantasy X's narrative. Many key points of the story are the same. For instance, you start the game off as Ende, who meets Setsuna, who is a sacrifice about to make a pilgrimage to the Lost Lands to calm the monsters of the world. Replace sacrifice with Summoner, Lost Lands with Calm Lands, and you see where I'm going with this. The list does go on, but this is just what I can say without going into spoilers too much. So you may be thinking, what's the point of playing this then? Well, though the story does indeed appropriate much of X's story, it does also differ. It feels like they used Final Fantasy X's story as a template and then built their own upon it. And what you're left with is a good narrative which I enjoyed from beginning to end, though you do sometimes have to ignore the similarities. The characters are also cliché, but you do get the sense of progression in their personal stories. The battles use the ATB system, or Action Time Battle System. You wait for a gauge to fill up, pick your action, select the target, confirm. Pretty simple. Each character has different moves relating to their assigned element. For instance, Setsuna is light so she can heal and cast lightning, while Eternia is time so she can slow and cast Demi. You can equip what moves each character has in the Sprite Knight menu. I'm not sure that's how you say that word, but I'm going with it. There are two types, Command, which are moves called tech in the game, and Support, which have effects like increasing your accuracy, damage, crit rate, making characters less likely to be attacked, to name a few. You get these from the Magic Consortium. The tech is available depending on the loot you've sold to them. Different loot can be obtained from monsters depending on how you kill them, be it a fire attack, momentum kill, or so forth. The amount you can equip is based on your level and the talisman you have equipped. Talismans also have bonus effects which are active while it's worn, and flux bonuses. Flux bonuses can be randomly activated when your character uses a tech in momentum mode, which I'll get to in a second. I know I'm going through a lot right now. When they do, one of the flux bonuses on the talisman will be added to the move. For instance, if one of them is MP consumption, that will be added on and the move will cost less. There are many flux bonuses allowing you to make techs more powerful. And so momentum mode. As the battle progresses, a circle next to a character will fill up. Once it's full, a light will appear above it. You can get a max of 3. When the light is there, if you choose to use a tech or attack, there will be a symbol above the character, and if you press a button, it's X on the 360 pad, the character will perform a stronger attack. Finally, characters can combine their techs to do stronger moves. It is only certain techs that can be combined, so working out who combines with who can make your progress easier. All of this adds up to a system that's very simple on the surface, but has much deeper layers. I've always been a fan of the ATB system and enjoyed this one also. The Sprite Knights, flux bonuses, and momentum mode made it a lot more fun to play. As you can probably see if you're watching the video, the game has a very old school look to it, which works for the most part, but does feel a little dated sometimes, and I don't understand why characters don't have any feet. Can we not get feet? Why is that a thing? Almost all the music is performed on piano, giving the game its own style, and nearly all of the songs are wonderful to listen to. But again, you can hear influences from other games in the music. But that's not really a bad thing because, like I said, most of the songs are wonderful to listen to. All the sound in the game is also very solid. The only voice acting is at the end of fights, and that's in Japanese, and that sounds fine also. Overall, this was a fun game for me to play. I put in over 20 hours to complete it, and I enjoyed most of my time with it, and that included a fair bit of grinding. The story was compelling enough to keep my interest, the music was wonderful to listen to, the art style was good enough, and the gameplay was fun. And if you like this sort of game, you will too. If you've not played a JRPG before, I can't say for certain if you'll enjoy this game, but if you are a fan of the genre, I believe you will like this game. Some might scoff at the price as it is £30, but I feel there is enough game time and content to justify it. So obviously I recommend this game if you're a JRPG fan, do give it a go. If you're not, and this looks interesting, do give it a go also. I hope you enjoyed my review. If you did, why not press that like button, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And why not leave a comment down below. I hope to see you again at my next review. See you then.